Guys, I made a video about this specific situation as soon as it happened. I think it was like maybe 3 weeks ago when Masvidal punched Colby outside of the club or outside a restaurant, whatever it was. And I didn't release the video just because I wasn't ready yet. It was just more like a practice. I just went out here and talked for a little bit just because I wanted to practice, but I didn't have anything ready to actually post videos. But anyways, my only thing is that I was really into that situation. And when I actually started making videos, I couldn't post it anymore because it just became irrelevant. But now it's kind of coming back up with news that Colby Covington is suffering from a brain injury after the incident. And I don't know if it's true, but if it is, damn, it sucks. I don't know, a brain injury can be a lot of things, and it could be a lot of different severity and degree to the injury. So we shouldn't talk too fast, but yeah, if it's actually true, it sucks. But I don't know. I feel like they could also boost it up. Colby is, I feel like Colby knows what he's doing sometimes. And, he talks about the police and first responders so many times. And if he can use them to his advantage and get some more money and piss off his boy or his enemy even more, he probably would do it, because he received a lot of backlash from even involving the cops around this, because it's weird, right? You're two fighters, you fight in the streets or something happened in the streets, and then you call the cops. It's a bad look. But Colby doesn't care. That's his personality. That's who he is. He is the cops. He is, I'm gonna call the cops and resolve it, outside of, I'm not a gangster, and that's okay, that's fair. But to come back to really what happened specifically between Colby and Jorge, I mean, when it happened, I seen a lot of comments kind of bashing Masvidal about it, oh, you had 25 minutes to do it in the octagon, or you couldn't do it in the octagon, so you went and did it. You backstabbed him and did it behind his back. And I kind of understand, going behind his back, but it's not like Masvidal hasn't promoted himself that way for so long. And when you go into a fight, you're Colby, you go into a fight against Masvidal and you talk that shit the way he did, talk about family, talk about kids, talk about ex-wives, talk about the past, there was no filters, right? And look, we can go as far as we want to. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but you just got to understand at some point there's consequences to your actions, whether you're a fighter or not. As a man, as a human being, when you go about life, you can do whatever you want. Probably nobody's going to judge you for it, or at least it doesn't even matter if they judge you, but you got to understand that there's repercussions to your actions. Don't expect things to just be all easy. If you make a mistake, even if it's not a mistake, if you make an action, there will be a reaction all the time. So for people to say, oh, Jorge shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 things is, you're not in his shoes. If someone was talking that way with you, it's kind of the normal stuff to get angry and to want to retaliate, right? And he couldn't do it in the cage. He couldn't do it in 25 minutes. So it's well, I'm a failure. I'm a loser. I'm not going to try anything. It is what it is. I have this picture right here. I'm a big fan of both, especially Masvidal. I'm not going to lie. But I really don't understand the whole backlash over getting punched in the face for saying things that you shouldn't have said, right? If you say something that you shouldn't have said, you deserve to get punched in the face. And when it happens, don't start crying. That's my only thing. Look, if Colby was a regular UFC fighter, never talked trash, just went about his business, he's just a fighter, a regular fighter. And then something like this happens and he involves the cops, it is what it is. But when you project yourself as this guy who doesn't give a fuck, would fight anywhere. Seen the interview with Kamar where he takes his shirt off and he's like, we'll do it right here. We'll do it right here. We'll fight right here. That mentality is just weird then to go call the cops after. So the whole situation is weird. It seems like there's no information. Colby has canceled all his interview. I was watching DC and RC on ESPN, and I think they were supposed to have him on the Monday after the incident, but he canceled. And just nobody talked, because obviously when the legal side happens, when you talk, anything you say can and will be used against you, right? What you say on the internet, what you do, what you portray yourself as. That's why it's kind of weird. So it's kind of weird for Masvidal to plead not guilty when he made a video to Colby after he punched him in the face, and he said it's the show your face challenge. You remember that video, right? He posted on Instagram, and it was kind of like, okay, so it's clearly we know what happened, but he still pled not guilty. I don't know how good his lawyers are, but it's kind of obvious that that's what happened. I think there was witness too, but look, I'm not here to talk about the legal side, because honestly I don't know anything about that. I just thought I wanted to share my point of view, like, not because someone shared the cage with you and you lost it, you can't do anything about it. And when you say something, you say some wrong shit, you say some foul shit to someone, like, watch your back, bruh. That's what happens. I think that's really what happens, especially with a guy like Masvidal, who's literally proclaimed himself as a 1-2 puncher and 50-yard dash. That's what he does. He said it in an interview in an interview with Ariel Helwani. He said in Miami they call him the what's it called? Okay, look at this, guys. I don't know if you can hear it, but look. See this? You see this?
Area of Westchester, Miami, Florida. I'm known. I got one of the best sucker punches in the business. You know?
Sucker punches.
Sucker punches.
That's not a good thing to be known for.
Hell yeah, it is in the street. It is. If you're a real street dude, you know that you don't tell somebody, hey, me and you outside.
Sure.
You might get shot. You might get killed. You know, so you learn to have like a really good sucker punch and a really good 50-yard dash.
A good 50-yard dash. That's what I've been saying. That was like 2013. He been saying that. It's clear what he is, and he's, you know, whether it's right or wrong, he admits it. That's what he is. He's not gonna go up and say, hey, me and you, we're gonna fight. You don't know what you're gonna bring to the fight. So you have the 1-2 and the 50-yard dash. So whatever. When you say things like this to a guy like that, expect something in return. Expect that, you know? And then when it happens, it's not like, oh, why did he do that? He's such a bad guy. Like, come on, man. You hear what the fuck Colby said? Do you want me to play you what Colby said about his wife, about him as a man, about him as a father? Like, bro, that shit is wild, bro. When you say things like this, like, look, I've said it enough times. I really hope Colby is okay, though. I hope Colby is fine. And I hope it's like kind of exaggerated, but we don't know. We never know. I might make some more videos if there's more news coming in, but for now, that's what we have. Let me know what y'all thinks in the comments. I really truly want to know, because there's some people that are kind of in the middle. You know, I saw a lot of people like bashing Masvidal for doing what he did, and there's other that thinks like me, where it's like, you know, when you talk shit, there's repercussion for what you say. That's kind of my mindset, you know. But let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear it.